In this video, we are going to learn about biodiversity. Biological diversity, in brief, biodiversity is the amazing heterogeneity of life forms on Earth and the high variability of their life processes. The term biodiversity was coined by Walter Rosen in 1986. To be more simple, biodiversity refers to the abundance, variety, and variability of living organisms and the diversity of their life processes. Biodiversity is so immense and staggering that many of the life forms are yet to be discovered and identified. This biodiversity is one of the most fascinating wonders of this planet. In general, biodiversity represents the totality, abundance, and interrelatedness of the genes, species, and ecosystems of a region and their interactions with the environment. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity represents the totality, abundance, and interrelatedness of the genes, species, and ecosystems of a region and their interactions with the environment. It embraces all forms of terrestrial, aquatic, and aerial life, their genetic makeup, and the ecosystems to which they belong. Thus, biodiversity encompasses the diversity within and between species and ecosystems. Of all the 9 planets, Earth alone is believed to support and sustain life. There are countless varieties of organisms on Earth. They exhibit extreme diversity in their genetic makeup, form and appearance, structure and organization, modes of life and adaptations, habitats and behavior, interactions and interrelations, and so on. This may be called biological diversity or biodiversity. Thus, biodiversity is the immense heterogeneity or variability in form, size, structure, functions, mode of life, and behavior among the biological species of an area, country, continent, or the whole biosphere. In a broad sense, it represents the diversity of the genes, species, habitats, and ecosystems of a region or the whole world. Biodiversity is the product of organic evolution, which has been operating all along the 3,500 to 3,600 military years. 3,500 to 3,600 million years long history of time marked by mass extinctions and explosive spurts of evolutionary divergence. With the rise of mankind to dominance, biodiversity began to suffer severe setbacks and dismal decline with the extinction of numerous species in a short span of geological time. Currently, the pace of this decline has reached alarming levels, threatening a large number of species to face extinction in the near future. This is mainly due to the thoughtless interference of man with nature in his attempt to modify and tame natural environments and processes. Modification and destruction of natural habitats, annihilation of species, unbridled pollution of the biosphere, and similar activities of mankind have inflicted irreparable damages and irrecoverable losses on biodiversity, accounting to threaten the successful survival of mankind. Biodiversity is not uniformly or eventually distributed all over the world. Certain countries or regions, especially in the tropical part, have greater species abundance, marked species diversity, and much more higher diversity. Such countries are called megadiversity countries or zones. Tropical part of megadiversity countries or zones. Biodiversity can be self-supporting and self-evolving so long as it is free from anthropogenic stresses, interventions, damages, and destructions. It is sustained by life-supporting biological and ecological processes such as photosynthesis, transformation, and transfer of energy, biogeochemical cycles, adaptive and evolutionary modifications, etc. Biodiversity is dynamic and ever changing. During the course of its long geological history, it has experienced drastic ups and downs and ebbs and flows many a time. It has undergone progressive evolution, radiation, and diversification, and also mass extinctions. There had been 5 major episodes of mass extinction of species in the geological part.